See, I smell a real collaboration, political collaboration coming up today. Now, this is a section where Kwakwanso and Peter Obi were on a talking section at the 60th birthday of Emeka Ihedioha. Well, it did not end there. Even Atiku Abubakar also speak today at this event. I dropped a video recently of Olusegun Obasanjo's speech. Go check that out here. Now, all of them are not in support of what is actually going on in this country. And like I said earlier in the first video, if all of them can put heads together and get one strong alliance together, trust me, APC will be flushed out come 2027. Anyway, enjoy this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment below, guys.
People to come and intervene on my behalf. Ken Namani came begging House people not to impeach me. Today, the president impeaches the person. Indonesia is 218 million. And coincidentally, the country with the highest number of Muslims. We should look at their democracy. They have what
the two leaders will meet. Because a few days before that meeting, the president of Rwanda granted an interview. And in that interview, he was very brutal on the president of the Republic of Congo. He gave an anecdote that even in Nigeria, there's more to do with the operators. I'll give you an example.
Because Abacha's administration was so much against the Week magazine that I had to run into exile to the United States. Since then, Emeka and I have kept this relationship. Not anymore. And I'm sure you can say this example.
We are looking at the world within the context of Africa, not just the US. And I listened to the speaker very well. He talked about the challenges, but I was only
there have been many times that we talked about how democracy, we need to define what Indonesia. Well, he was making reference to trying to compare the democracies in Africa and the democracy practiced in those countries. He made reference to Lee Kuan Yew, who was not exactly seen as a Democrat, and the reasons were he.
Deputy Speaker, and I want to announce that the Deputy Governor of the Enugu State is here. Please define your side.
The speakers should go back to its origin. Democracy, originating from a Greek word, was in fact, in its essence, the transfer of power which occurred in 508 BC, when the Greek statesman Fidelis transferred power in the ancient Greek city-state of Athens, which up to that time, up to 508 BC, was ruled by an oligarchic aristocracy. Cleisthenes thought that power should be exercised by the citizens of the society. Emeka Ihedioha and his dear wife, for reaching the significant age of 60, I dare presume that I'm probably the oldest person in this room. If there's anyone who is older than 92, let him raise his hand. And since I see no hand outraged, I must continue as the oldest person in the room. My namesake, as I would call him in popular parlance, Emeka.
That I join eminent Nigerians, present and former colleagues and all guests who have assembled here today to celebrate one of our own, the former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, His Excellency, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha, of Mbise, Imo State of Nigeria. For 12 years, Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha served the Federal Republic of Nigeria as a lawmaker from the hallowed chambers of the House of Representatives.
To the person we're celebrating. All former leaders of the National Assembly, both in the Senate and House of Reps, are here with felicitating with Emeka Ihedioha and his successor in office, the Deputy Speaker Bellino is here, and it is my pleasure and honor to invite him to the podium to deliver the Speaker's message.
Always be made. What is important is the way forward. I had a very wonderful upbringing. I didn't come from very rich background. I had modest background. Civil service parents. They kept telling me that good name is better than money. But in the course of development, I've had access to money. And I've also known the money you should not touch and the one you cannot. And I know that there is life after money. And that as long as God lives, and I must be honest, what we are doing today, I know it's essentially not my money, I do not beg. But friends who cared, friends who know that this must happen, have made sure it has happened. Tonight, I'll be hosting virtually everyone here, and perhaps more, also in the same manner. My father said to me, Emeka, the most expensive habit is keeping friends. He said, very expensive. I never understood until today. Some of you have spent millions of naira to keep faith with me today. So now you understand, I understand. Some persons came from outside the country, you have an idea of the cost. And when we were commencing this process, some people felt we were going to discuss Emeka and the issues in Imo State. I'm happy you have seen that it's a matter in the past. And the subject is not to talk about my future, but the subject is simply to gather Nigerians to talk about the well-being of our people and talk about democracy, which we believe in. I've lived my life pursuing the cause of democracy. And so when I take certain positions, it should be understood. I do not take positions because I like you or I don't like you, but because I believe that democracy remains the best form of government. Friends and allies, my political friends, and indeed, well-wishers, my cultural friends, my religious associates, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Sikipo, you're still going. Maybe when you discuss with Baba, he'll give you permission to pay in every currency. To say that I'm overwhelmed, to say that I'm very happy, to say that my day is made on us. President Ambassador had to cut short a few other programs to be here, likewise all of you. I don't want to join that debate on who is the oldest man. Officially, for the oldest man here, he told me that this year he has only committed himself to travel outside Lagos twice. But Emeka, because you've come, I will make it a third one. I'm indeed very grateful. I can't talk about everyone, the deputy governor of Enugu and deputy governor of Abia. You came in because your bosses have commitments, state functions that they couldn't live to be here, but they've ensured they sent our best regards. My family is indeed very, very grateful. I'm happy for the kind of family I have, the parentage I have, for my siblings who have shown me love and support over the years. For my wife who has taught me who I am. I've been faced. I will remain your friend. I will remain consistent. I will remain supportive and protective of our institution. May God bless all of you. For me and democracy, it is still God do us apart. My brother Duke tried to harass me that he will not come, and I said, "That is how you won't come, because I know so much that the world should not hear." Thank you very much. Rotimi Amechi, tomorrow call me senior. Tambuwal has killed, Dimeji has killed, so you know that this business. I told Tambuwal and Dimeji that today there is no Mr. Speaker, that what we have today is Dimeji. And I mean, so maybe after today we'll do a review. Senator Ken Namani, our boss, our chairman of my
Thank you.